Okay, so what if the solution to a country's biggest problems? We're talking brain drain, a sluggish economy. What if that solution didn't come from the top down? What if it started in a classroom? Today, we're going to look at this incredible blueprint from Nepal that does just that.
It's a massive question, right? It sounds almost too good to be true. But just imagine, for a second, a plan that could take all that creative energy from every single student, every teacher, and actually channel it to solve a nation's most pressing problems. Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
And there it is. That's the big idea. It's this really bold, super ambitious strategy to weave innovation right into the DNA of the education system. But here's the thing. This isn't just some abstract theory. This plan was born from some very real, very urgent challenges that the country is facing right now.
At the heart of it all is this one critical mission, keeping Nepal's amazing talent right there, at home. It's all about building a future that's so exciting, so full of opportunity, that the best and brightest don't want to leave. They want to stay and build.
So what are we up against? Well, it's kind of this triple threat. First, you've got the brain drain, right? Talented young people leaving for jobs abroad. Second, there's a real need to kickstart the economies in each specific province. And third, that classic problem in education, the gap between what you learn in a textbook and what you actually need in the real world. This plan, it's designed to tackle all three at once.
Okay, so how do you even begin to fix those huge challenges? Well, the answer is this really clever two-part solution. It involves something called pride centers and a powerful economic strategy known as OPOP. Let's see how these two pieces fit together like a puzzle.
All right, first up, pride centers. I want you to picture a dedicated hub for creativity and problem-solving inside every single school, every college, every university. We're talking about taking innovation out of some fancy lab in the capital and putting it everywhere, for everyone. It's about building a culture of invention from the ground up. Now, for the second piece of that puzzle, OPOP. That stands for One Province, One Product. And this is a brilliant move. Instead of one single economic plan for the whole country, the idea is for each of Nepal's provinces to find that one unique high-value product or service that they can be the absolute best at. And you can already see how this would play out. Province 1, for example, could become the world's go-to for amazing tea or cardamom. Bagmati Province could lean into its incredible history of handicrafts, or maybe become a new IT hub. And a place like Karnali Province could use its unique climate to specialize in rare herbs or organic farming. It's all about focusing on your unique strengths. So, we've got these two amazing ideas, right? Pride centers to spark innovation everywhere, and OPOP to focus the economy. But the real magic, the secret sauce, is where they come together. Let's step inside the OPOP Lab. This is it. This is the engine room for the entire plan. Tucked inside every single one of those pride centers is a dedicated OPOP Lab. Think of it as the workshop, the incubator, the makerspace where students and their teachers get to roll up their sleeves and work on real challenges for their province's special product. And this isn't just some free-for-all. It's all guided by this super clear three-step cycle. First is innovation. You brainstorm. How can we make our tea harvesting more efficient? Second, execution. You build it. Let's 3D print a new tool and test it. And third, and this is crucial, impact. You measure it. Did it actually work? Did we create jobs? Did we add value? It's a loop that makes sure good ideas actually turn into great results.
So, if they pull this off, what's the big payoff? We're not just talking about a few small improvements here and there. The potential here is for a wave of positive changes that could honestly transform the entire country. Just look at the ripple effect. From an education standpoint, it brings real hands-on learning to life. Economically, it's a massive boost for local growth. Socially, it gives those brilliant young people a powerful reason to stay and build a career at home. It even helps the environment by finding green solutions. It's a win-win-win-win. Now, this all sounds amazing, but you might be thinking, how on earth do you make something this big actually happen? Well, there's a really clear step-by-step roadmap to turn this vision from a dream into a reality. See, it's all broken down into 4 manageable chunks. It kicks off with a few months of policy and planning to get the rules right. Then, you spend about a year setting up the actual labs. After that, it's go time, the programs launch. And from there, it's all about scaling up across the country and making sure the whole thing can sustain itself for years to come. It's a very practical, very smart approach.
And look, this isn't just wishful thinking. There's a budget. We're talking an initial investment of between 1 and 2 billion Nepalese rupees.
And what's really key is where that money comes from. It's a mix of government funding, international partners, and private industry all chipping in together. It's a real collaborative effort.
At the end of the day, this whole project, every single piece of it ties back to Nepal's national motto, Prosperous Nepal, Happy Nepali. It frames this whole thing not just as some policy change, but as a truly patriotic mission to build a better future, powered by the country's own young people. And that really leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? This idea of empowering local communities to innovate from the ground up, it's just so powerful. It makes you stop and think. If every school in your community became an innovation lab, what problems could you solve? What amazing thing could your community be known for?